going on? How's it going? Yep, fist bump. Here we go. Welcome to Work Hard, Play Hard, where you can find your passions and or healthy obsessions and wear them or put them on stuff. Keep them for yourself or show them off. I don't care what you do with them. Just find your passion. That's what's important. And I think one of the things that are really important is sunrises. Man, you have got to see the sunrises that came up today. Oh my God. It's beautiful. Those sunrises were just amazing. I actually got one sunrise that actually had, it was basically purple. And I love purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors. So I actually took a video of it, walking to it, then I snapped a shot of it. I do this every time I see, if I'm lucky enough to get this kind of capture, I try to get it and post it. I put that on my Facebook page so that way people can see it, man, and appreciate it. Not everybody gets to see the sunrises like I do. It's one of the good things about doing what I do every single day is that I get up at 4 a.m. I'm out there at 5 a.m. every morning, and I get to see some amazing sunrises that really start my day off pretty good, and I'm grateful. You know, it puts me back into a state of gratitude. Helps me balance out my thought patterns. Helps me get my day started. That and coffee. So I don't know if you're a coffee drinker, but I like it. I like it just nothing in it, just black coffee now. And I used to put lots of sugar in it, and that was not good for my body. Even though it tasted great, can't go by that now. At least I'm not going to go by that now. Yeah, the sunrises were amazing. I really enjoyed those. And I have to share my smoothies with you. These smoothies were beyond amazing. We gotta highlight the smoothies, man. There's a couple of them here, and I actually had one where I put kiwi, black cherries, pineapple, kale, spinach, blueberries, strawberries. Man, I know I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, of course, bananas. Oh, it came out really purple. Love that color, man. It's one of my favorite colors. It's purple. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed looking at one of my passions I have. My refrigerator looks so healthy right now. I just got back from the grocery store and I filled it up with some watermelon and cut that up and I set that apart. Got the pineapple all cut up. I love eating healthy. And we're going to talk about that because today's video is the 2 habits you need to lose body fat, lose weight, definitely feel a lot better, especially if you're over 50, like me. And I am right now 56 and a half plus a couple, maybe what, 56 3/4. It is what it is. And I'm just trying to improve now at this age. So as I age, I do it gracefully. We're all going to age. And what we put in our body makes all the difference in the world. All right. So another thing I wanted to talk to you about here in this video, number 2, before we get into it, is what I'm not. What my channel and what I am not. I'm basically the guy behind the brand, Work Hard, Play Hard. And as such, you're not going to see anything else except honesty. So I'm not going to lie to you. I don't lie. So that's one thing for sure. And the other thing is that this channel is not team specific. If you look at my designs, you're going to see that they're not team specific. Meaning that if you're a football enthusiast, you like football, but you're not really into any specific team, my stuff is perfect. My stuff is perfect for you if you like hockey, but you're not a team person, but you want to support maybe someone who is, that you're hanging out with. There you go. I mean, if you do love it, and you're into it, you actually play it. Hand in hand. Works hand in hand. It's perfect. And another thing I'm not is I am not a salesman at all. I can't sell shit. I cannot sell very well. I'm just not that guy. If I don't believe in what I'm doing or showing you, like if I saw a really good movie and I really like that movie, well, then I'm going to tell you about it and you're going to probably get the information from me because I had so much energy behind it. You know, so it's like that. So yeah, I'm not a salesman. I don't want to sell you anything. I just want you to be inspired. So if you're inspired by anything that I created, that you go, oh, wow, I love that one. That one's mine. I think that's amazing. Oh, that's perfect for me. That kind of thing, which is what I seem to run into, then I did my part. So with that, you know what I am not. I don't lie, and I'm not a salesman. And I like the fact that my designs are the way they are because that's how I am. And I'm not really a team-specific type person, but I am into whatever that particular thing I happen to be into, I'm into. Yeah, before we get into the title, I'd like to make a confession, and that is, I am a movie lover. I love movies, man. I love movies to the point where I watch so many, I have nothing else to watch anymore. So, yeah, I would actually recommend a couple movies here, because why not, man? You're watching this. I've seen a ton of movies, so why not? Let's do it. I think that you should watch, if you haven't watched already, if you're looking for some motivation, something to get you kind of going and maybe see what's possible. Because I think that's what we live in here. When we see what's possible, that can open up some ideas in our own world. The movie's called Flamin' Hot. So watch that movie, Flamin' Hot. This particular human being changed the face of the company. Excellent movie. And then another movie, I'm going to give you number 2. And I liked it because I sat with it and I gave it an opportunity to see what it can do for me. And it took me from beginning to end. And what's interesting about the second movie that I'm telling you about is that it only had 2 lines in the whole movie. That's it. 2 lines in the whole movie. That movie is called No One Will Save You. Now you know the end of that sentence, right? No one will save you but yourself. But it's called No One Will Save You. It is an alien-style movie, so this is what would happen in an alien invasion, but it only centers around this particular person, and she has been ostracized from her town for 10 years or more, probably around 10 years or so. Her ma passed away recently, so she's really by herself, and this happens. And yeah, No One Will Save You. It's a great movie. I recommend it. So here you go. You can clearly see that I have passion for movies. I could recommend more. But I'm only going to recommend those 2 because they're obscure. Then there's like, hey, where's that coming out of left field? Check them out. 2 complete different movies. They're going to completely different, take you in different directions. But they're really good movies. If Flamin' Hot doesn't move you, you ain't connected. So yeah, every time I watch it, I get moved. It's a good movie. So what you're going to notice with my work hard, play hard designs is the fact that they have a distressed look to them. A distressed look is, and I'll just show you my journal that came in the mail recently. Kind of love this, so I'll be able to write some stuff in here and get some thoughts down. And I just want to see what it looked like, and it looks pretty cool. I like it. But what you notice is it's got a distressed look to it. That distressed look is specific to me, and I did that with every design as well. And that gives that look like it's been worn for years and years, and it's your favorite shirt or whatever. That's what that is. So I just wanted to let you know, I wanted to share this with you as well, kind of show it off. I love it. It's cute. All right, it'll do the job for whatever I need for notes, that's for sure. And the reason I even made Work Hard, Play Hard is to find a way to connect with everyone in my mind. And if you have a whole city full of people, and not everybody has the same passions, and they run into each other, seeing that they have a work hard, play hard, but the other person has a different work hard, play hard. It's kind of like a fist bump. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it's a fun way of looking at it in my head. I kind of like, wouldn't that be cool if that happened? So that's kind of like in my head how I feel about it. So I feel that people who explore their passions have more of an enhanced life. So what I wanted to do is give people who do have those passions an opportunity to show them off if they wanted to, or have a way to get a little obsessed in their own place. Maybe a big shower curtain with one of their favorite work hard, play hard designs on it. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. The 2 habits you need to lose body fat, lose weight, feel better, probably move better. That's the first one. The first habit that I'd like you to begin doing is moving around a little bit every day. Now, I created a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday routine, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I repeat that same thing. And I take my Sundays off. Sometimes on Sundays I just stretch a little bit, but I don't really use it as a workout. So I talked about it a little bit in the previous video about that routine, but let's go into it. Kind of tell you where I'm at, because I'm not doing that much. And to be honest with you, moving around just a little bit, you can see a lot of changes happen just by accident to those two things. And we'll get to number 2 in a second. Number 1, moving around a little bit. These steps and outlines for those specifically over 50, it's highly possible that you haven't moved around in quite a while. It's highly possible that you have some habits that are so ingrained that you don't think you could ever break them. So it's made for people really wanting to get started again. And from here, from just this point of you following my 2 outlines, I guarantee you that you'll take it to the next level. But you got to start somewhere. So this is where these videos are made for people. Just kind of, not the advanced person. The advanced person doesn't need this. The advanced person's already has their weight and their body fat under control. Most people don't. So this is why I'm making this video, because I've done it. And if I can do it, you can do it. I'm not that amazing. I'm just a human being who changed 1 or 2 things. So Monday, you do a muscle day. Let's say you want to do 20 push-ups, and you can't do 20 push-ups. You can only do 5. Then do 5 push-ups that day. And see if you can drop down and do 5 again. Make it 2 sets. Either way, you did something. Okay, so do some push-ups. Maybe have some small weights around. I have some small weights around, only 15-pound weights, and I also have 6.6-pound weights. Ironically, it's the very same weights I had when I was 13 years old. So it's kind of wild that I have the very same weights from then, but I do. And I use them, and they come in handy. I use them for lateral raises. I use them for things for moving my joints, but giving some resistance. I'm not trying to become the Hulk. That's never going to happen. I'm not the Hulk. I'm just a regular guy. That guy's in the past. The guy who wanted to be big and all that. I don't want that. I just want to be physically fit and age gracefully. So Monday we do that, and just pick another muscle thing that you can do. Okay, just 1, maybe 2 things on muscle day. 1 or 2 things, but you do them on muscle day. You don't say, I'm skipping today. You're only doing 1 or 2 things. Drop and see if you can give yourself 10 push-ups. I guarantee you, by the time it's over, you'll be doing 20, 25 push-ups like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. It's because you got to start somewhere. And then once your body gets used to it, we adapt quick. This human body adapts quick. So, Tuesday, or the second day, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Tuesday we stretch. That's all we do. Just get on the floor and stretch. You don't have to be perfect at it. I'm going to put down a link down below to a couple stretch videos maybe, or I'll put something in here, maybe some kind of a PDF you can get to or something. I don't know, I'll put something in here for you. But maybe we can stretch. Just get on the floor and stretch. Stretch your body. Stand and touch your toes. Stay there for a minute. Stretch. You're stretching. All right, side to side. And get good at it. You'll find your routine. I have a specific routine for me that I use, and I actually center it around my neck. That's just me where I'm at right now. It might change in the future, but I'm going to try to keep this machine rolling. Okay, we're on number 3 now, which is cardio. I have a recumbent bike that I use, and I am up to 10 minutes now. I don't get crazy. I pushed it to 15 the other day because I wasn't paying attention. It's interesting how sometimes if you're just focused on something else and you're keeping your rhythm going, how the human body will just adapt, and you surprise yourself sometimes. So yeah, about 15 minutes I can push it to now, and I think I probably will as a regular routine going into the next few months. And there are some things I want to do. I do have some great strides that I made with my physical form just by changing a few things, and I'm looking forward to now putting in a little bit more effort in just a couple things that I do already, which isn't cardio, going from 5 minutes every time on cardio to 15, and I could push it to 20 minutes or half an hour. I don't know. I don't know where the energy is going to take me. I'm just following it, but I'm being consistent, and that's the key. The key here is not doing it once in a while. The key here is scheduling it on your calendar and making sure that you train your brain to follow through. That's what you got to do. It all starts with making your bed in the morning, I think. Just follow through. And if you take baby steps like this, little baby steps will take you still to a place you weren't before if you took no steps at all. That's how I feel about that. Number 2, I want you to take a 90-day challenge. Just 90 days. That's it. After 90 days, you can do whatever the heck you want. But for this challenge I'm inviting you to take for 90 days, I want you to stop eating bread, stop eating dough, stop eating anything that has to do with sandwiches, right? Bread. Cut that out just 90 days. I don't want you to have any of that, tacos, whatever, anything that's flour, bread, anything related like that. And what I want you to do is embrace fruits and vegetables in abundance every single day. I want you to make a list, and I'm going to put a couple ideas up here for you so you can take a list off of them of all the fruits that you love that are in the top category, that are the best for you, all the vegetables that you love that are in the top category, that are best for you, and top 2 categories. All the categories are great, but try and see if you can just get nuts with fruits and vegetables. Get into steaming. Get into using a Vitamix. If you don't have a Vitamix, I could probably help you out. I don't know. I don't know if I have a link for that. I'll see if I can put a link in here somewhere. That would change your life. And they last like 20 years. I didn't want to get started because that's a passion. But I talked about it a little bit in my previous video. But definitely embrace more fruits and vegetables every single day in your daily routine. Let go of the bread just for 90 days. If you want to get protein sources, you can use egg whites like I do. And I use no salt ketchup. I throw away the yolk. And I use a little bit of no salt ketchup in there, and I love it. And then, of course, that's my protein intake. Skinless, boneless chicken breast with rice. And I have a routine with my rice that I'll have to talk about another time, maybe how I prepare my stuff. But I have a routine with my rice where I rinse it off, good about 2 to 5 minutes, get all that powdery stuff off of it, and then I put it in the boiling water after that. And then, of course, I have a routine after that. But that's another thing all together. I want you to just take a moment, think about what I'm asking you. I'm not asking much, just Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, move around a little bit. Repeat the same thing again. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Just gonna move around a little bit. You're gonna do one thing, maybe 2. If you want to do 3 and make it a big workout day, go for it. You don't have to. If you don't need to, you could just stay consistent on doing something very small. It'll still get you there. And the eating thing, if you embrace it for 90 days and you say to yourself, this has to happen, I must make this happen. In my case, I saw my blood. I saw my blood after seeing the doctor, and I could see that it was out of whack. My blood pressure, out of whack. Even though I was enjoying, and I was enjoying it, I'm also very grateful that I did it to a fault. I overdid it, so I can't miss it. And now, when I do decide to make, let's say, homemade ravioli, because that's my favorite thing to make, if I decide to do that, it's an event. It's a small, one-time event for the year, not an everyday thing. Pizza, same thing. I don't do it all the time. So now that I let all that go, and I let my body get back in touch with nature, which is what I was putting in my body for the most part. Most of the food I put in my body now is natural, it's nature, it's the sun made it, my way of looking at it. You know what I mean? And it's true. It just automatically started to change. And I'm down from 215. I don't know, man. I found some old footage of mine where it looks a lot bigger in 215, but, and now, you know, I actually can kind of see my body starting to contour in ways that I haven't seen since high school. And I'm looking forward now to being able to navigate this beautiful ship and see where I can take it, and see how far I can take it, because I've never been, well, I can't say I've never been, but I haven't been in this space since I've been a teenager, pretty much. And maybe a couple times in between there, but nothing to this degree, where all the clothes that never fit me before because I was 210, 215 are too big for me. So that's a good problem to have, I think. And one more thing I want to ask, just one, to add to the amazing transformation that you can make in 90 days. I'm just going to add this. I'm going to put it right at the end of this video too. It's going to be at the end. So when I say, hey, what's going on? See you later. You can watch it. It's only 4 minutes. It's an excerpt of Feeding the Body, the Bobby's Mind and Body Transformational Training course. That's what I called it. And I'll put a link to that as well if you want to watch the whole video. But I'm going to put that short excerpt about water. I want you to drink water. I don't want you to drink anything else but water for the next 90 days. Nothing else but water. And there's a really good trick that I used that might help you. And it worked like a charm. Okay, now, you're going to be doing lots of smoothies, I'm assuming, because I would if I were you. And get that kale in there, get that spinach in there, right? Okay, you're also going to use orange juice as the base. Let's say Tropicana, some pulp. So, after you're finished with the bottle, don't throw that away. Rinse it out really good, and then fill it up and put that in the refrigerator. And before you know it, you'll have about 5 or 6 of those in there. And every time you want to drink, boom, you got water. If you don't feel like filling it up right away, you don't have to. Just put it aside, grab another one. I've been doing that for about 5-6 years now. And my son actually says, probably didn't get a heart attack from eating like the way I was eating because I drink nothing but water. And he's probably right about that. But I'm glad I do. And I don't drink anything else. If I have a sip of my son's soda, it's like taking a shot of whiskey. It's intense. If you can find a way to adopt drinking water every single day, and if you watch the video at the end, you'll get a good insight and see me when I looked like a few years back. I looked a little different, had a different hairstyle, didn't have the beard back then, but it was a while ago, and I want you to watch it. I want you to get something from it. That's why I'm making these videos, is to bring some value to you. And I think I'm doing that. I think we're having fun here. And if you actually think about everything I just laid out here for you, what you focus on expands. So if you focus on yourself failing, you're going to fail because you're right. If you focus on yourself knowing that there is a action and a result, and you can't change that unless you get in your own way. If you know that if you just ate fruits and vegetables mostly, drank nothing but water, and moved around just a little bit every day, you're guaranteed to see a result afterwards. And I know you're going to lose a lot more than just 10 pounds. That's for sure. Don't freak out. It can happen fast too, especially if your body finds its equilibrium and it knows exactly what's going on here, and you've got nothing but natural stuff going on in your body. Natural stuff, no canned stuff, water, fruits, vegetables. You're going to see results fast. So don't freak out, but enjoy it and just stay with it. Stay positive, stay with it, and if you can, see if you can push it out for another 90 days. That might change everything. I went from 215 down to 163 at my lowest. I know I'm going to be dropping before under that because I'll be adding cardio soon in a small way, and I kind of want to change my body composition just a little bit more. Just utilize some of the subcutaneous fat that's there for energy, and see if I can keep pushing that in the direction that I want to go, because I know that what I'm putting in my body is perfect. So with that, I kind of see myself as a finger, and I, kind of like giving you a movie to watch. I'm kind of pointing you, hey, check that out, check this out. I also feel the same way with mentors, people who have kind of come into my consciousness and made a difference for me. Bruce Lee was one of them, and he actually talked about the finger, how you should not focus on the finger, which is basically person giving you the message. Focus on, if you focus on the finger, you're going to miss all the heavenly glory in the sky. I'm pointing you in a direction. If I give you something, check it out, and hopefully it will serve you a little bit more than just watching me, because it's not just about me, it's about you. And with that, ties in perfectly with the today's design highlight, which is the yin yang design. I showed you in the journal that I got. Love it. And this here is actually about balance. It's about work and life and balance, much like Work Hard, Play Hard is all about. Work Hard, Play Hard is about finding your passion, right? And showing it off, but it's also about adopting the fact that, hey, if you have a passion, you also have to have balance in that. So you have to work hard and play hard. And some people do it in the actual thing they're doing, the sport or whatever it is, hiking. They're in it and they're working hard and they're playing hard while they're doing it. It can mean a lot. I hope not to get too convoluted with it, but for the most part, it does mean work-life balance, and much like the yin yang symbolizes. So I like wearing it, and I like the tri. So what is it called? The tri-blend. This is the tri-blend style. All my shirts are. The good thing to do is learn by making mistakes. I've learned not to put the shirt after in the washing machine, to put it in the dryer on high heat. Not the best thing for the shirt. Kind of shrunk it a little bit. Thank God it didn't shrink it too much. But yeah, I should read the label. So anyway, for the next video, I don't know what I'm going to be talking about. I was thinking about talking about my business plan. I had a business plan. That it didn't come to fruition. Things got in the way, but I was thinking about showing that. I don't know, it's the smoothies and stuff. You'd like it, but I don't know if I'm going to do that in the next one. I am definitely going to talk about the hair transplants I've had in my life. That's right, I had 3 hair transplants. I can talk about the communities to go to, the mentors you can look into, and I'll talk about my transformation. So maybe we'll look into that for the next video. That should be an interesting one. And if you definitely want to know when the next one drops, just hit the subscribe button and the bell, and that would be a solid. And that way we can connect that way too, and I can grow this community. I look forward to evolving while I do these things as well. So this is going to change over time, I'm sure. Yeah, it actually helps me out when I'm actually subscribing to other channels and I want to know when they drop the next video. When they drop, I know because I hit that bell. So yeah, go ahead and do that. So this is Bob Manelli, and I just wanted to remind you to do what you're passionate about and share that love. And we'll talk to you in the next video. Take care. Peace. Water. Did you know that we as adults are comprised of up to 65%? In infants, it's like 75 or 80%. Our brains are up to 85% water. And rather than getting into the debate on water and where to get your water and how to get your water, I want to let you research that yourself. This is the internet age, so you can type in reverse osmosis or better ways of getting clean water and just take some action, because this is an important aspect of your body. If you want to look great in a mirror, you need to hydrate it properly with the right kind of water, not with soda. You don't want to put soda and sugar and all that stuff in your body all the time. You want to mostly be drinking water. It's going to do a few things for you. One, I can tell you, for me, it helps me curb my desire to constantly want to eat, specifically at night. I was a huge night eater, so this is a huge thing right here. Drink water, and I'm going to tell you why. A, it cleanses the body of toxins. It's going to cleanse the body, cleanse the blood, keep things moving real good in there, and you're going to find that your elimination process is easy in, easy out, as Ralph Smart would say it. B, it helps with your body functions. Makes sense, right? If you're going to be ridding the body of toxins and waste because you're going to be drinking the right kind of water and flushing it out, It's going to help all the organs, everything work really good. Your joints are going to be a lot smoother. Get rid of all the caffeinated soda if you can, or cut back on it. A few years ago when my daughter was about 15, I asked her, why do you drink so much soda? Why don't you have water instead? And she said, well, soda is my only bad habit. And of course we can debate on that. The thing is that I told her, if you're drinking nothing but soda and no water, that one bad habit you have that you say is your only bad habit is the worst habit you could have. Have a glass of water at least 2 or 3 times a day with your soda so you can still feel like you have your soda. But what I used to do is, because I was such a heavy soda drinker, and I would drink Coca-Cola like it was going out of style back in the day, and I'll show you pictures later on down the line when you start watching my videos on YouTube. What I would do is, instead of drinking soda because it was available to me, I would have a glass of water. And then, if I still felt like I wanted a soda, I'd have the soda. And the way I cut soda out of my life completely, where it didn't control me anymore, was that for every soda I wanted, I have to have 2 glasses of water. By the time I got to the point where I wanted the soda, I never drank it, or I never finished it, or it was just too sweet. It just worked for me. Maybe that'll work for you. See, it curbs the desire to overeat. If you can have about anywhere from 5 to 8 glasses of water a day, just water, nothing else, you're going to find that you're not going to be as hungry at night, constantly want to keep eating, especially crappy foods. So water helps curb the appetite and helps you steer away from overeating. In my journey, that's what I have found. So the best time to have water? Well, right when you get up in the morning, and make sure it's a nice cold glass, and if you can drink it fast, that'll increase your metabolism. A really cool trick. And the second thing would be right before bed. So that way, everything is working nice, the organs, the heart, everything's got lubrication. And the best time to have water is first thing in the morning, nice and cold, icy cold water, drink it fast, and one before bedtime. You don't have to get crazy. Just have a 6-ounce cold glass of water waiting for you in the refrigerator every night. Do that habit for about 1 week. It'll become second nature, and you're going to look forward to it every time you wake up in the morning, and it's going to set your whole day up before you have your coffee or anything else. 1 glass, just 1 glass in the morning every day. Try that. Believe me, it's going to make a big difference. Can't read this that well. I gotta get my flying glasses. Alright. This should make for an interesting edit. Me going to get my glasses. Need your glasses, Bob?